Jennifer Pan seemed to be the perfect daughter, a straight-A student, an accomplished pianist, and the pride of her parents. But beneath the surface of academic success and devotion lay a twisted web of lies that would eventually lead to a cold-blooded murder plot.
911, Drew. Please, I am calm down. What's going on? Some people broke into our house. Take the shows all.
A woman is dead and her husband injured after a home invasion in Mark.
There was a knock at the door, then 3 gunmen burst inside.
Born in 1986 to Vietnamese immigrant parents in Ontario, Canada, Jennifer Pan was raised in a household where achievement was everything. Her parents, Bish and Han Pan, set sky-high expectations. Jennifer excelled in school and trained in both piano and figure skating, activities carefully chosen by her parents to ensure her success. But the pressure to meet these expectations came at a steep price. From a young age, Jennifer was expected to dedicate her life to academics, with no room for socializing, dating, or personal freedom. Outwardly, she appeared to live up to their demands. However, by high school, Jennifer's perfect life was unraveling. Behind her parents' backs, she was leading a double life. Her academic success was a complete fabrication. She began forging report cards and eventually pretended to be attending the University of Toronto. In reality, Jennifer had failed to graduate from high school and had never attended university. Things became even more complicated when Jennifer began secretly dating a boy named Daniel Wong, someone her parents would never have approved of. As Jennifer continued living under her parents' strict rules, she constructed an elaborate fiction that spiraled dangerously out of control. In 2010, Jennifer's web of lies began to fall apart. Her parents grew suspicious, and after discovering the truth about her education, they imposed even stricter control over her life. They confined her to their home, forbidding her from seeing Daniel Wong. As her world came crashing down, Jennifer made a desperate and shocking decision. She would have her parents killed. That summer, Jennifer and Daniel discussed a plan to murder her parents. Jennifer believed that without them, she could inherit their money and finally live life on her own terms. With Daniel's help, she hired hitmen, David Milverganum, Lemford Crawford, and Eric Carty. Their job? To kill her parents. On a dark, cold night, November 8, 2010, everything was set. Jennifer texted Lemford Crawford, the leader of the hitmen, signaling that it was time. Her parents, Han and Bitch Pan, were relaxing at home, completely unaware of the terror that was about to unfold. Jennifer unlocked the front door and left it ajar, a signal for the intruders. David Milverganum and Eric Carty entered the home while Jennifer, pretending to be a victim, was tied loosely to a banister upstairs. The hitmen moved swiftly, forcing Bish and Han into the basement, binding their hands and demanding cash. But this was no ordinary robbery. It was a calculated murder plot. Han Pan pleaded with them, offering everything he had, but his cries for mercy were ignored. The hitmen shot Han twice, once in the face and once in the shoulder, but miraculously, he survived. Bitch Pan, however, was not as fortunate. She was shot at close range by David Milverganum and died instantly. While her parents were being brutally attacked in the basement, Jennifer remained upstairs, playing the part of a terrified daughter, tied up and helpless. After the hitmen fled, Jennifer made a frantic 911 call, pretending to be a victim of a home invasion. But her carefully crafted alibi was already starting to crumble. Despite his severe injuries, Han Pan regained consciousness. He managed to stumble outside, where neighbors found him and called for help. When he awoke in the hospital, Han immediately contradicted Jennifer's story, revealing that he had seen her talking to the attackers before he was shot. As investigators pieced together the events, they quickly grew suspicious of Jennifer. Her story was riddled with inconsistencies, and her calm demeanor raised eyebrows. Under intense questioning, Jennifer's facade cracked. She eventually confessed to orchestrating the entire plot, revealing her desperate desire to escape the pressures of being the perfect daughter. Jennifer Pan was charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder. During her trial, the jury heard shocking testimony about the depth of her deception and the brutal plot she had masterminded. In 2014, Jennifer was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years. Daniel Wong, along with the hitmen David Milvaganam, Lemford Crawford, and Eric Carty, were also convicted for their roles in the crime. Eric Carty's trial took place separately in 2018, adding complexity to his involvement, though he was ultimately convicted. Jennifer's father, Han Pan, survived the attack but was left with permanent physical injuries and the emotional devastation of losing his wife and daughter in a single night. He continues to live with the heartbreak of the betrayal. If you found this story as compelling as we did, please take a moment to like this video and share it with others who might be interested. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell